Hi everyone. Today we will be exploring the unique learning system and learning about how to navigate through lessons. In previous lessons, you have learned how to log your student into ULS, depending on which login way your teacher prefers. So you should already be able to get to this screen, which is their dashboard. Let me take you through the different parts of the dashboard. The snowflake is the main content that your teacher will be sending out for your student to work on. News to You houses fun books that they can read about current events and other topics. It also has some great activities. L3 Skills are games that your teacher may assign to your student to practice skills that they have already learned. Our main thing that we're going to look at during this video is what's inside the unique learning system and how to navigate through it. I click on the snowflake and your student view should pop up. Each purple box is an activity that your teacher has assigned for your student to do that day. There may be a lot of them, or there may only be a little, but you can look through and see what your teacher has assigned. Also are some library books that your teacher might assign to your student. Depending on what your teacher assigns is what you will be clicking on. Let's look at what a book looks like. So I click on the leveled book, Activity 1, and up pops my story. It's called At the Amusement Park. Over here are your navigation keys to get around inside the story and different tools that you might use within the story. The top one is a pen that you can use to mark on the screen. Perhaps you ask your student to circle the boy or touch the boy on the screen. If you have the pen open, you can see that they actually touched the boy. You can also erase, and maybe you would say, touch where the author's name is. That's what the pen does. This go button will bring up the different parts of the story. In this one, I have the book, which is what we are on, and the communication board that your teacher might encourage you to use with your student to use for questioning. The mini direction arrows will help you to be able to see what's on the screen better. You can make the text go up higher or down lower if it comes in at the wrong part of the screen. You can use the magnifying glass to make it larger or smaller, or to make it fit the screen in a way that you find more attractive. You can also do that by just moving around on the screen. The arrows below that are how you turn the page in the book. So you can click on those to get to each page and turn the pages one at a time. Students enjoy doing that for themselves. And the last two buttons are how it reads to you. If your student would rather the screen be read by the computer, or you can read it to them yourself.
At the Amusement Park, Level D, by Jen Voigt, illustrated by Alex Weishart.
And as you can see, you couldn't see the Alex Weishart part because I had it too big. So I can make it a little bit smaller so we can see it all. And that's basically what the navigation toolbar does. It can help you go back and forth. The other part that you will be using is this globe over here. The globe is how you get around within the unique learning system. You can go home, back to where those purple squares are. If you would like, you could print it at your home printer. If you would like to hide symbols, you may.
By Jen Voigt.
Let me show you where that is.
Zach is at the merry-go-round.
There is 2 pages of text here. We'll move past that and come back, and hopefully it'll reset itself. It did. If there were symbols that went with the words, you could hide the symbols, or you may show the symbols. If your student is distracted by having the navigation bar here, you can hide it, so that way they can focus
Zach
on
is
the
at
text.
The merry-go-round. The merry-go-round moves slowly. The merry-go-round looks fun.
You can also, if your student is playing with it a little too much, like I showed you before, you can lock it so it won't move around.
Zach is at the merry-go-round.
Okay, so now they can't move it around. And you can exit the entire unique learning